Hi guys, this is eBike Bert, super senior, meaning I'm 80, 70s and 80s. Not that I'm better than anybody, I'm not, but just that we're a little bit higher on the senior path here. Gonna be doing a ride again around Margraff's Lake. I don't think I've done this since the early spring. So we'll take a couple of trips around. Hi. Beautiful day. I think it's low 80s. Light breeze, not bad. Once again, I'm riding an Adventure, not Adventure, but Adventure 2. Class 2 e-bike, which basically means it has a throttle. Hi. I got my strobe light on, yes. Got my helmet light on, which is ex nitto. Has a white light in front and a red light in the back. My Adventure has the front shocks. I have a Suntour Pro seat on it, which is also shocks. So that with the 26-inch 4-inch fat tire really gives me a nice smooth ride. I'm doing about 11-12 mile an hour. The most I'll probably do is 14-15. It's fast enough. And I see that they have done some patching on some of the tenting that occurred during the fall. The indication on the phone here is that it is recording. I do 99.99% of my riding with my throttle. As a kid, South Chicago, I had a full-size 26-inch Columbia heavy bike. E-bikes didn't exist then. So now I'm a creature of comfort. I like the throttle. One of these days I'll try and pedal it. It has a torque sensor motor on it, 750 watt rear hub motor. 750 is the maximum on the Minnesota paths, but e-bikes are classified as bicycles under Minnesota law. I've mentioned that before. I think it always bears repeating. I'm always slowing down for these blind corners. You never know. I do like my bike. I get good comments. Haven't had any trolls yell at me, which is, I don't care if they do. I just ignore it and go on. Because I have researched the statutes and they are legal on the Minnesota trails like the one I'm on now, as long as it's no bigger than a 750 watt motor, which this is 750. Saying the mic. As soon as I go around this walker, I'll make another comment. On your left. Thank you. Most people are courteous. I haven't run into any people that aren't. Now I know it says at the trailhead that it says no motorized vehicles. Oh, got another one with the dog. So, and I always slow down. On your left. Thank you.
Well, that is pretty.
Yeah, if I'd seen her coming, but there was a curve there. But if we would have met all three in a row, I would not have gone. I would have slowed down to a walk until it was clear. Now the pedestrians have the right of way and want to ring my bell, and I'm hollering on your left, on your left. I'm not telling them to get out of my way. I'm just advising that I'm coming up and I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass slowly. I usually drop it down to where I probably am now, or 9 or 10 mile an hour, so it being courteous, giving bikes and e-bikes a good name. But pedestrians do have the right of way, so I want to make that clear. I have had people on the side as I go by and I slow down. I've had them look at me and say, "Thank you for slowing down." My response is, "Of course." That class 2 e-bike will take me pedal assist or throttle up to 20 mile an hour, then it disengages, which I rarely do. I'll do that on the street, but rarely on a curb or on a trail. I want to enjoy the scenery. Now, there's two things the camera does not show. Actually, it distorts, which I've noticed by watching other e-bikers and bikers, mostly e-bikers, on trails like this, is that the camera distorts the speed when you're looking on the web through an e-bike website. Not web, but YouTube. It looks like you're going faster than you are. At 10 and 12 mile an hour, it looks like you're doing good 18 or 20, and it's distorting the speed. Also, which is distorted, is the grade up or down, the grade up and down. You can't tell on the camera, on the video. You can't tell. The grade can be really steep and it looks like you're level. It can be really steep up or down, but it looks like you're going level. But anyway, I'm doing 11, 12 mile an hour, enjoying the scenery, watching my rear view mirror here, which you can't see on the camera because it's on a sidebar. It's off the end of the left handlebar, which tells me what's behind me. I want to be aware for safety or for security awareness. If I see a bunch of kids up front, or older, bebopping back and forth and maybe have sticks in their hands or whatever, and they're looking at me blocking the trail, I turn around and go back. I'm not taking a chance. That's what I call situation awareness. I'm certainly, like now, I'm not worried about somebody jumping out behind the bushes or trees. I can't live like that or enjoy a ride. But I'm aware of my surroundings. My safety, I've mentioned this before, my safety is I have a helmet. I have lights on my helmet. I have my fingerless gloves if I go down to protect my hands. I have shoes. I don't ride with flip-flops and no socks. That's me. You can do what you want. That's me. I consider that safe. Shorts is an option. I don't like shorts, never have. But anyway, hi guys. Those guys are usually out throwing a football when I come through here. Just beautiful. Love this. Now the difference in a 20 and a 26-inch fat tire is the 20 is going to have a lower center of gravity, which will be a little more easier to maneuver and quicker to maneuver. But the 26-inch and 20-inch fat tire does eat up a lot of bumps. Here comes some riders. Hi guys. Hi. Whoa. Hit a twig. See scooters now and then, electric scooters. They're not cheap, but neither is this bike. But I want to sit at my age. I don't want to stand, but usually see younger riders on the scooters. Wish we had them when I was a kid. Wish I had what I've got now when I was a kid. That's why I call it my little Harley. I'm down to 10 miles an hour. Watching my rear view mirror, just enjoying the ride. I'm hearing something in my spokes. Ah, there it is. It's a little twig that I ran over. Ooh, big twig. There we go. Ah, that took care of it. Ran over and flipped it right up into my spokes, my rear spoke, my rear tire. Didn't do any damage, but not doing any good either. More annoying than anything. Nice homes here. You can't see on my camera. You can imagine. Very nice. Overlooking the lake. Like I say, it's a beautiful day. I understand that. Here we go. On your right here.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And once again, I'm not beeping or yelling for them to get out of my way. I'm just letting them know I'm coming. They have the right of way. So she was on the left side with her dog, so I announced I'm passing on the right, and I dropped down to about 8 miles an hour, which is pretty slow to keep your balance. I can go down to maybe 5, and they may have been a little less than 8 when I passed her, but under 5 it gets real tricky to stay up on 2 wheels. And where you're more likely to fall is when you stop. That is most likely time that you're gonna tip over. Now we just passed where we started, so this is the second time around. Appreciate you riding with me. Hope you enjoy the ride as much as I enjoy riding. I enjoy watching other e-bikers doing this kind of a ride because it gives me the feel that I'm sitting in the saddle with them. Hey, most people are pretty polite. I say hi. I don't know if you heard that or not. Usually don't like to take my hands off the handlebar, but I'll nod and respond. You see, I will hug the right side of the path when someone's walking, just to give them their room. If you enjoy the ride, and I have quite a few viewers, I appreciate that. If you do, appreciate you clicking on subscribe and like. It doesn't cost you anything. I'll never ask you that. I'll never ask you to buy anything, but it does help my channel. Even if you leave a negative comment like, "You old fool, get off the bike and go sit in your rocking chair and pull the blanket over your knees and relax," even a negative comment like that helps my channel. It's okay. Ooh. On your left. Thank you.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
You betcha. Hi guys. That's what I did when I was a kid. Well, they didn't have 20-inch bikes when I was a kid. They had 24s. And then I had a paper route, South Chicago, Southwest Chicago, that I delivered papers. And I never threw them up on the lawn. I got off my bike, put them in the door, between the storm door and the door. If it was raining before I went on my route, and I went on my route, rain or not, and snow or not, I folded the papers up, folded them anyway, put them in a plastic bag and walked up to the door and put them between the door and the storm door. I wore that bike out, and my parents offered to buy me half of a 26-inch, and my paper route paid for the other big Columbia heavy duty. Well, they were all heavy then. Don't remember the model number or name, but the coveted bike was the Schwinn Panther, which had a front shock, and couldn't afford that. So I got the Columbia, same size with the front shock spring. Didn't do much. That was 80 bucks back there in the 60s and 50s. That was a lot of money. I paid 40.